Ah, I know what was wrong with it. The lens cap was on.
And now it's time for Insight, Boyertown High School student-run talk show.
Hello, and welcome to Insight, Boyertown High School student-run talk show. I'm Connor Sargent, a senior here at Bash.
And I'm Tatum Wallace, also a senior here at Bash. Jesus. Many of you may have noticed that the hallways at Bash have been more populated lately. This is because on February 9th, students have requested to come to school 4 days a week, and they were allowed to start coming in those 4 days. Before winter break, there had been only around 400 students in the building on any given day. Now there are approximately 620 students in the building on any given day as well. So how do you feel about the increase in students in the building?
Anyone?
It doesn't feel much different just because everybody kind of leaves at different times.
Do any of you guys come in 4 days a week, and do you like it better or worse?
Yeah, I mean, I just started 4 days today. No, it's just it just feels like normal school now, besides Wednesdays.
Yeah, I'm 4 days a week now, and I don't think I like it. I didn't like virtual school until I was going to school 4 days a week. Now I'm I kind of rather be all virtual.
I just started today, 4 days a week too. It's definitely a adjustment, to get back into it.
I mean, I don't like virtual classrooms all the same, but it's still virtual when you're in school because you're on Zoom anyway. So it's it's more draining to do it from here.
Yeah.
Personally, hi. I think that it's fine, really, but it's just kind of strange because the school's logic behind open campus and lunch is just odd to me. It's crazy how much of a difference there is in the amount of kids that are in the cafeteria during lunch. Not that I was uncomfortable, I don't really care, but it was definitely weird how the cafeteria was so much more full than it was when I was here just 2 days. And how can we have our masks off at lunch? Obviously you're eating, but they get they have a panic attack when you're in open campus, taking a drink of water. It's the same thing. I don't get that. And there's less people in open campus, so I don't get it. But personally, I think it's fine.
Right. Okay.
I'm happy to be back all 4 days, although we've been having snow days, so I don't really notice.
Has anyone else noticed any change in the? No?
Do you think the number of students will increase over time of people who are coming back 4 days?
No, I don't think so. I think some people are gonna start going to or full virtual.
Yeah, I agree with you. Sorry, I don't know your name. I think that people are gonna realize that once we go to more normalized school, they're gonna hate it because they'll be ooh, it's just typical. Obviously this year's special and stuff, but they're gonna see that we're trying. Everyone's oh, I want normal, and once we start going normal, they're gonna be no, I don't. I don't know. It's just all gonna change.
Yeah.
Yeah, with my schedule, I have 2 periods off in a row early in the morning, so it's I'm just gonna sit here, do nothing, and then some days I have 3 off. So what am I gonna do for 3 periods off in a row?
Yeah, I have 4 open periods a day. So being here, I'm barely having class while I'm here. So it's why am I in the building, kind of?
Right.
Yeah, I barely showed up I didn't even show up January. I showed up. I think I'm on day 3 of February, and we're at the end of the month.
Yeah.
It's my schedule is hey, just stay home, because
you don't have much to do.
Yeah, I got much. There's nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. All right. Well. All right. Well, on Sunday, February 7th, the Super Bowl 55 took place with Tampa beating Kansas City 31-9. Did anyone watch the game, and what did you think of it?
Kansas should have won.
I watched the game. It was bad. I don't understand how the Chiefs didn't score 1 touchdown. Tyreek Hill needs to step up his game and not let the ball hit him in the head and bounce off his helmet. That's embarrassing. I think Patrick Mahomes did well, but his team did not live up to the hype. Everyone was yeah, they're going to win. But, Tom Brady, go off, I guess, after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, the Chiefs had, 2 practice squad offensive linemen, and, the rest were basically hurt. Mahomes obviously was going to have a good game because it's Mahomes. And the defensive coordinator for the Bucks did like an amazing like job like with the planning on Mahomes and the entire like offense.
I didn't get to see it. I was at work.
Me too, though. I watched it.
Yeah,
at work.
we were trying to set it up, but yeah, didn't work. So, anyone else? No?
Are we gonna talk about the halftime show? Can I
Yeah,
like, go
we're-
there?
Yeah.
Wait,
we're
one second. I have a
Oh,
question.
God.
Carson, why do you think that the Chiefs should have won? Like at all?
What?
Why do you think the Chiefs should have won?
Because I like the Chiefs more than Tampa Bay.
It's not. I don't think that's really
That's
a
his
good
answer.
like. Yeah, I don't think that's like a good
Biased.
reason why they should have won.
Biased.
I could say they maybe deserved it a little bit. I don't think that. I think Tom Brady won the Super Bowl. I mean, like, yeah, they did a good job, but like, Tom Brady has an awesome record. So obviously, there's like a little bit of play into that. Like, how can you say they like if Tom Brady wasn't on that team? I don't really think they would have gotten to where they are.
Yeah, this was his 7th Super Bowl win.
So how can you tell me that
I
they
mean-
would have got there without him? You
Yeah,
can't.
they were
they would've
7. Yeah, they were 7-9 before he came like even to Tampa.
Yeah. So,
So, yeah.
obviously they got better with him. So he did a
Yeah,
lot
obviously.
for them. He basically carried them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
were you
In a way,
surprised-
in a
were you
way.
surprised about that, being
In a
that
way.
he's 45, that he carried the team, You say he carried the team, right?
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah,
Don't come
in a
for
way,
me.
but
In a way. It was
Were you
in a way.
surprised about that? I mean, because he's so old now. No?
When do you guys think he's going to retire?
Hopefully next year.
Not next year. He's
He
probably
said
gonna
he
get-
Never.
has like 3 more years left in him, so.
I mean, obviously he's gonna carry that whole team. I mean, look at what Aaron Rodgers did this season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, besides Devontae Adams.
That's actually the next question. So, how did you like the weekend halftime show?
I thought it was kind of boring. I think the weekend, his voice is nice, but like his performance was not like good. It was very subpar.
Yeah, I feel like if you like follow The Weeknd and you're a fan of him and you would know like the story behind like all his last music videos and everything, like then it would have made sense. But like everyone watching the Super Bowl doesn't know about him, so like I don't think he was the right performer for that, and
Right.
like everyone was just kind of bored with it.
So did that like part where he was like literally making everyone dizzy, grabbing the camera and shake? Did that have something to do with his music videos?
I mean, probably, I don't know, but
oh,
I'm not really.
Oh,
I don't
I thought
really.
you followed him. Okay,
I don't.
never mind.
But like people that I know that do follow him, they all said like, "How do you not like it? It was so good." But like I feel like you can only like it if you know about him.
I think he's a singer. I think he's a singer that's better when he's not really performing. His songs are more slow, and I guess energetic. They're not really too fast. They're not really too exciting, I guess. So I don't really think he was the right choice.
Yeah, like Catherine said, I think this story was like, it wasn't shown. Like my grandma texted me, she was like, "Can someone tell me what's going on? Like why do they have like that stuff on their face?" But I'm pretty sure it was like something with like surgery. Like I think he got like fake like face surgery for one of his music
Yeah.
videos, and it was like a whole like thing. But I didn't enjoy it.
I saw, it's like, I heard, I don't know if this is like completely true, but it was like a character. Have you ever seen the pictures of him like beat up and stuff? Like that's all like meant for like that album or something like
Yeah,
that?
and I also saw a thing where like at some award show, like he accepted one of his awards with like Band-Aids all over his face.
Yeah.
Like everything he did leading up to the Super Bowl was like a story,
Mm-hmm.
but like no one knows about it.
Yeah. I feel like you have to really actually watch the videos in order to know.
In other football news, the Eagles traded Carson Wentz and they are now looking for a new starting quarterback. Who would you guys like to see as the next quarterback?
If you have any if you have any mind, you should just stay with Hurts. There's no way you're just gonna let a rookie QB just like play like with the talent, like the lack of talent that Wentz even had, and Hurts even showed that, like he could produce with that and with what Wentz had.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna let him walk. It's like what's happening with Tua down in Miami.
What? I did not.
Anyone else on quarterback for the Eagles?
I don't know who should be.
I wish Haley was here. She
Yeah.
would definitely have something to say.
Yeah, she would.
I miss you, Haley.
All right, okay. Well, and now it's time to talk about politics, guys.
Yay.
Haley, I miss you.
On February 13th, the U.S. Senate acquitted former President Donald Trump on an impeachment charge of inciting an insurrection. A majority of senators voted to convict Trump, 57-43, including 7 Republicans, but 2/3 or 67 votes was needed to convict. This was the second time Trump was acquitted in the impeachment trial. So was anyone surprised with the outcome of the trial?
Nope.
No? Everyone know?
I thought they were gonna actually try to do more this time, just because like not many presidents get impeached. So to be like impeached twice, I thought that would like give it even more like incentive to really like dig in on him for if it's gonna like come about a second time. Like I thought that would really provide like all those people to be like, okay, like let's like this is like unheard of. This doesn't happen. So I thought that there would be more. I don't even know like all about it, but I was just like I thought that more people would look into actually doing it versus just like acquitting him.
Right. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we should just move on. He's no longer our president. You know, we now have Joe Biden. You know, if the Democrats really care about their policies, they should be, you know, now focusing on, you know, who they have in office now, and that's Joe Biden, and he's, you know, definitely been signing a lot of bills that have been supporting their policies.
I think the main reason, though, that Democrats have been like pushing to impeach him is because they're worried that he's going to run again in 2024 and have to like deal with this all over again. That's why I think they're doing that.
I think it's unlikely he'll run again. I mean, when he ran the first time, he didn't get the popular vote. He got the electoral vote, you know, and if this whole COVID thing goes on, you know, who's going to say that the next election isn't going to be as messy as this one?
If he does run again, I better hear everybody saying he's too old for it, because everyone's saying that about Joe Biden, who's only 4 years older than Donald Trump. So if he runs again, everybody better say he's incompetent because he's too old then.
Well,
like that better be said.
Yeah, I do think he is too old, but I mean, he's certainly energetic, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So like just because of this, do you like now he's acquitted? Do you think he's gonna try to stay out of the spotlight for a little bit, or do you think that doesn't really matter?
I feel like ever since like people stormed the Capitol building, we haven't heard like anything from him.
Right.
And now that like he's not on Twitter or anything, even though like low key I wish he kind of was, because I wish I knew what like he was thinking, because that's like so interesting to. But anyway, I don't really think we're gonna hear much from him.
People think he was gonna start his own media company like CNN or Fox, like that big. Like people are saying that. I don't know, but I feel like I heard that he said that. But I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that from like literally like my teachers. Like
really?
it's like real. It's a real thing.
I mean, well, there's also the rumor he's going to have his own political party, although he said he wouldn't join it. So
he creates a party.
Well, Moose Party.
Exactly. Joe Biden has now been president for over a month now. How do you guys think he's doing in office?
Well, we're not at war yet, so. Or anything like that. I haven't really heard anything.
I don't know how true this is, but because you know like how people post those like Instagram story things like, let's talk about this. And I saw, I think it was that like he's still deporting like a bunch of immigrants. So like that's the only thing I've heard about it, which like,
yeah, I
don't think
think
that's good.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are fake progressives. Like they're not progressive at all. They're just like, well, to be honest, like Republican and Democrat, there's not that much of a difference between the two. Like they're really just watered down versions of each other. And I don't think we should have an extreme of like extremely right or extremely left in front of the like as like ruling the country, because that's like you need a middle ground. But like don't like run on all these things and then you just aren't. But I feel like that's like most presidents, honestly.
I mean, the reason that they mainly won was because, hey, we're not Trump. We're not going to be that bad guy that is.
Yeah, I think in many ways it was just a race to get Donald Trump out of the office. I won't be surprised if this is just going to be another Obama or Bush year, you know? It's already starting to feel like that.
What do you mean? Elaborate.
Okay, I mean, you know, it just feels like it's going to be a generic presidency.
Yeah.
You know, like, I can't really see the guy pushing anything too crazy, you know? I don't see him being like a revolutionary president.
Yeah, I think what most people, the only thing that people have really realized about Joe Biden and his presidency so far is like the gas prices. That's all I've heard. And I think like if that's like your biggest worry, then you're doing all right. So I think that's like whatever, but I mean it's like not awesome, but there could be worse.
I do like how he's trying to like put together a COVID plan though, and like trying to figure out how to distribute vaccines. So like at least he's trying there.
I mean, he isn't calling it fake this time.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Do you guys approve of his cabinet members so far?
I don't know much about them, so I can't really give an opinion.
Yeah, I don't. The only thing I've heard is he's trying to get like a lot of diversity, which is good. But like also I'm worried like he just picks people because they're different and not
Yeah,
because
not because they're qualified.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know much about it either, but I agree with like that statement, if that's like true.
Yeah. All right. Well, seniors are taking trips to Disney with their friends. So although the official senior trip was canceled this year due to COVID-19, the school made arrangements with the travel company to put a package together for families to take their own trip to Disney during the same days that the trip was initially planned for, March 9th through March 13th. Some seniors chose to take their trip at different times and at different resorts rather than Disney. Is anyone using the school's travel agency package for the Disney All-Star Movies Resort?
I'm gonna like look into it. I mean, to be honest, I don't think I really want to visit Disney during COVID, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I'll have to look into it a little bit more.
I didn't even know there was a package. Like, does anyone know anything about that?
Not really.
No.
I mean, I haven't really been told anything, but I know if you pay, it's like the same thing as you would normally pay for the class trip, but you just don't go with the school.
Yeah, I feel like if it's not the class trip, then it's like nothing. Like I would just do like if I was gonna go to Disney, then I wouldn't do it through like a school package. I would just go with my friends, like not with like, because that's like the point of the class trip is to go with your friends. I wouldn't like take my class trip with like my parents. Like that's like boring kind of.
Right.
Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah.
Even before like the class trip, like I was already like, yeah, no, I'm not going. Like even before it was canceled, like last year I was just like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna take like the week off like most people do.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. No. All right. So it says if you use a school travels agency, there would need to be at least one parent per room, and the amount would be $1,600 for a room of 4 people. It includes a 3-day Disney Park Pass and a 2-day Universal Park Pass, as well as a round trip airfare. Are any of you going to Florida with your family? You know, just anyway.
You said 1,600?
1,600. Yep.
At that point, it's literally just a school trying to bum us of a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the parking
Like,
pass thing.
There's
again.
like a bunch of groups I know who are going for like less than $1,000 right now, cause like with COVID airline prices, like I know people who literally went to Colorado for $90 round
Really?
trip too. Yeah.
Airplane prices are cheap.
As he said.
That is very informative, Renee.
Super cheap. Take a trip.
Yeah, right now they are.
I don't care.
So you guys would just go like without the school like agency then?
Yeah, without a doubt. Like
Okay. I was just
$1,600
asking,
for
man.
$1,600 for like a trip. You can under 1,000. I mean,
But it also
Yeah.
includes the packages.
Yeah.
You know, Universal and Disney and the resort.
still probably get less for 1,000 though. That's the thing.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of just like the parking pass. They made it non-refundable this year because of what happened last year with COVID.
Right.
So.
Okay. So, no one else anything else to add to Disney?
Wait,
I s-
I did anyone read the email that Miss Evans, am I allowed to say her name,
Kinda.
sent
For
out
what?
last night? I think it was last night.
I saw she sent one. I didn't read it though.
It was something about like what to do after you return from
Yeah,
your
it's like you have to
travel. But I didn't
quarantine.
get
Oh.
it. Like, do you have to like if you get a test, do you still have to quarantine? Like I didn't understand that section of the email.
You-
I don't know.
Sorry,
It
if you're
says-
listening.
What you have to do is like if it like during like your waiting time to get like actually like the results, you just have to quarantine.
But
That's
when
it.
it's rapid,
Then you still wait.
I
but
saw.
if they're rapid, it's literally a 24-hour. Like,
I
you
mean,
can get it in
you
the same
shouldn't go
day.
out.
I
Well-
could go get a test and get the result in the same day.
It says
So
here
do I have to
that
quarantine still or no?
I mean,
it says you have to, if anyone travels outside the state, the school district is requiring them to get a COVID test before coming back to Pennsylvania or to quarantine for 14 days before you never return to school in
Is it
person.
or and?
Here's a
mean?
solution. Get the vaccine.
Like,
Or
do
to
you-
quarantine.
So is it?
So you're
I
gonna get the test?
And I have to quarantine? even
No,
though
get the
I-
test or just quarantine for 14 days.
Okay, so say I come back from Florida and then I get a rapid test, aka I go get tested. I get the result the same day. Will I be able to return to school the next day?
Yeah, because if
Depends,
it's
yeah.
negative, it said or, like it's like you either quarantine the 4 days or you get a test and see what it says.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Did you
Or-
guys?
Yeah,
You
it's
could just
14
take the
days, yeah.
vaccine.
That's very controversial though, because some people say that like even if I came back, I could still like be positive like the next day.
Yeah, did you know? I only knew this because I had to get tested once, and I got the rapid test. And if it comes back negative, it's only like 60 to 70% sure that you actually are negative.
I really
Really?
know that.
Yeah, and like
Yikes.
the tests that take like more days to come back, those are like more certain.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I see on the thing it has a question about do you think the class trip will come back for the juniors, the class of 2022? Well, in fact, I know that because they announced it on TV News this morning, and I was that rocked me a little. I was a little upset to hear it. I was actually like,
Yeah.
I didn't even think of this, and now I'm a little hurt.
It was the same with prom.
Not that they don't deserve it, but I'm just like, wow.
We deserve it more.
Yeah.
I'm just
we-
like, what, like, things we lose. It's like, this is not, like, fair. Like, it really reminded me of how bad this year is. When I really was, like, coping with it, it was fine. And then I'm like, wow, other people will get what we didn't.
Of
Yeah.
course, it's because we were the first 9th grade class, you know.
I was
Yeah.
about to say that exactly.
Yeah.
Gotta suffer the most.
All right. Well, no more about Disney.
Well, the list of canceled events seems to get bigger and bigger as we near the end of the school year. It was recently announced that the annual Powder Puff football game between the senior and junior girls will not take place this year. This was due to after-school restrictions imposed by the state. Do you think it's fair for that regular school sports could take place, but a game of flag football after school is not allowed?
I would agree. Well, I don't know. It's stupid. Why can we not have powder puff? That is dumb. Please tell me how
agree.
there's football going on.
When they're like, the fact that they're like, yeah, they just announced it. Well, that would have been months ago, so
Yeah.
like kind of figured we weren't gonna have it.
My
Like-
mom said that like the Facebook mothers are like trying to like host something like
Post our own-
in Windlestray, like
I know what you're talking
behind
about, yeah.
East, like because there's like a football field there, and they're like trying to host something there. But I just think it's stupid. Like, how did our high school have football and we cannot play football for one game? Like, if you're afraid, don't show up.
Yeah, and
Not
That's
strong
so
about
rude,
that.
but like it's true.
you know we have wrestling, which is even more
Oh, don't
dangerous.
even
You know
start.
why do we?
Don't even get me started. Yeah, and then the basketball players, when I go and see their game, their masks are off their face, but I get disqualified from a race if my mask comes down below my nose. Like, come on.
Yeah,
They
we
have
have to
to-
run with the masks on. That's
Yeah.
You have to wear your mask during sport.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
during running,
Yeah, while you're running.
That's just
both
unbelievable.
inside and
We get
outside.
disqualified.
Really?
Wait, do you wear a mask while wrestling?
No, I do winter track.
Wait, does
In
every
track.
sport wear a mask when
I
they
think
play?
so.
What?
Does every sport wear a mask when they
Ye-
play?
Tennis didn't.
What about football? Do you know if they
I
No,
didn't
I
think
don't think
football
so.
I don't
did.
think any fall sports do.
Yeah, if it's outside,
Cross
I don't think.
Track is outside.
Yeah,
But do you guys have your meets outside?
They were supposed to be scheduled for outside.
I don't think we're having any
But like,
meets.
obviously we're not having any because the track is covered.
Right.
Yeah.
It has been.
I don't understand, like, why would you wear a mask if you're always, like, for football, or not for football, like, for basketball, like, it's a 5-on-5, you're gonna be, like,
Yeah, but
bumping into each other the entire time, like,
That's
touching.
why you would. You're gonna have to wear a mask for that.
Yeah, like, through skin contact, buddy.
Yeah, but COVID isn't spread through skin.
Through
It's like through air, isn't it?
I think like if you touch something like with COVID on it, like
Yeah.
rub your eyes
Yeah.
or something,
That
then
would
maybe
get you.
It's like
it's
through
a
all
lot less
the-
likely.
Yeah.
You're gonna be touching that ball a lot.
But with like powder puff, that's flag football. So it's like it's not even like real football where they're actually hitting each other.
Well.
You know, which.
Apparently, some
That's-
girls were getting rowdy last year. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
apparently
they were.
There was a lot of contact.
I get it for the cheerleaders because last year I was a cheerleader for it, and it was, you know, bad news. It was fun, but.
My
That's the only thing
position
that's
for the
kinda
powder
close.
puff game was super COVID conscious and safe. I was up in the box announcing it. I was the only one in
That's
there.
right.
I was the only one there. So that was
No.
fine.
Yeah.
That worked
I
for
don't
me.
know.
That's just annoying.
I found out about this yesterday. It was canceled. I was.
Well,
sad
I just
about
figured like once it passed November, it wasn't
Yeah.
happening.
Well, I thought it was like scheduled in the spring, like anyway. But either way, I'm annoyed.
it. Renee's got a lot to say about
I
it.
do.
Don't we
Please
have
tell me how basketball can happen, but I can't pass a baton to someone on my team. Like, really?
I
Yeah,
have the
for
answer.
tennis, we had to have we couldn't share tennis balls. Like we had to have our initials on our tennis balls, and we could only touch our own.
Oh
Really?
yeah, that's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
For relays.
You don't.
Are you
It's
serious?
so
Not
ridiculous.
happening. Like, really?
Right.
You can pass a basketball and wrestle someone, but
Yeah.
I can't
So
pass a
rude.
baton to someone.
Yeah,
Like,
there's no
really?
relays.
Really? Yeah, double A, really? Let me know. Ridiculous.
Okay. Well, okay, something that still needs to happen this year. What?
What? Keep going.
Something that still needs to happen this year is the announcement of the Homecoming King, which was already voted on months ago. On April 24th, the athletic department is planning a red and black celebration to honor all fall and winter athletes. Student Council is also hoping to announce the Homecoming King at that event. Are you guys disappointed that we were never able to have the Homecoming dance to announce the King like in past years?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, dances
No?
are like kind of boring. Like it's just loud music that hurts your ears for like what 4 hours.
Dude,
I've
dances
never
are
been
the
to one.
best. What are you talking about, man?
I think the parties after dances are what's way more fun
Yeah.
What happened
because
there,
there's
Ben?
no supervisors.
Parties. It's just
Supervision.
listen to some
Supervision.
Yeah, I don't really like school dances. Like, they're not really fun. Like, I guess, like, I mean, I really don't even care, like, I just don't care about them. Like, they're fine. Like, there's just something you go to because you don't want to miss out on it. And then when you're there, you're like, I wouldn't have missed out on anything.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not really upset.
I would probably kill for a school dance this year.
No.
There's like
metaphor.
there's like
Not
one
like
fun
metaphor.
thing. There's always like one fun thing at a dance that everyone like remembers for like a month or two, and like that would be like make it half worth it for the money and your time. But I don't know. Nothing else.
Well, I have military ball because I'm in NJROTC, and that's a lot of fun.
Well, Minithon is going to be all virtual this year. Student Council is going to have a shortened in-person Minithon outside in the football stadium, but there were going to be too many restrictions, so they decided it was best to have it all virtual this year. The plan is to have it on April 30th, but they are still working on all the little details.
Yes.
There might be a variety of events throughout the month of April, with the money raised revealed on the 30th. What do you guys think they should do with Minithon this year?
So
Can someone just
are-
tell me what that means? What, you're supposed to sit on your computer screen
I-
and like
So-
stand?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Do you just stand the whole time on your computer screen?
What?
Screen.
We doing it over Zoom?
Like
I'm
this is news for
That'd
me.
be a huge Zoom meeting. I feel like you can't even
Yeah.
have that. They would
It's probably
probably
You would
gonna
need
be
like,
like 2 Zoom meetings. for
yeah, and it's like you can't live stream it because there's nothing really
It's
happening.
probably gonna be like Live Day. You know, like Live Day, how it was live, or like on YouTube.
What
Like
activities?
you just
would
watch
they-
it. I don't know.
What activities would they even have there? Like,
I don't know.
Imagine sitting on your computer alone until what 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Stand
Well, it's
in.
just gonna be shortened. It says.
Totally nothing.
I'm having so much
I
fun.
do that anyway.
That's funny, but not funny. That's horrible.
You can just shave your head
What?
in your
what
room.
are the restrictions of being outside? Does anyone have an idea?
I think
6 feet
it's like
apart?
it's the people, like how many you could have outside. Like,
Oh.
like I said, we should have a giant tent. Like, say, you know, like with prom and stuff.
No
I said we
tents.
should put a tent there, like
No
outside.
tents.
But
Why
you
don't we
know,
do
it's
in,
still,
like-
it's the issue is the people out there.
I know Penn State had their like thon thing over the weekend, but
Mhm.
I think theirs was all virtual too. But I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, I don't know
Right.
what they did, but I think you're right. I saw things on Instagram about it, but I don't know what they even did. But I'm pretty, yeah, like I don't know. But I've never even been to a mini-thon like in person, so
Same.
I
Really?
can't compare. No.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
never went to
Remember
one.
the junior high west?
Oh,
It's like the
Like
junior
dance
high ones?
marathon.
Dance marathon.
I'm
That was
familiar
fun.
with
Oh,
dance
dance
Yeah.
marathon was
yeah.
so
we
much
had like
fun.
I don't know.
Dodgeball.
Maybe I just got boring.
What we
Yeah,
and
and it
that
wasn't
was
near
too
as
cool for high
long.
school
I think it was like 8 hours.
Yeah,
Right.
overnight is probably what like dragged me away from that.
Yeah, I don't.
And you had to spend like $100 too, right? Don't you have to pay a lot to get in there?
I thought it was like 30.
Yeah, it's not that much.
Yeah.
No.
at East we
Maybe
had
I'm
like
cheap.
marathon, so
Mhm.
that was pretty fun.
Yeah, no, Minithon's fun. It's just hard, you know, because you're up that whole time. At least, like for me, I would come like to school in the morning, stay to help set up, and I was here for 24 hours. So
Wait, I have a question about Minithon. So you have to stand the whole time.
that's the goal.
Yeah, that's the point of
What
it.
if you have to go to the bathroom?
Oh, that's an
You go to the
exception.
bathroom.
Okay.
You just squats.
Weren't there like last year There was a mini-con last year, right? Or was it 2 years ago?
I think there's a marathon.
Couldn't you
last
pay
year.
like $100 to sit in that box office in the gymnasium, and you could sit? Like there was
No,
something
there
like
was
that,
a
right?
VIP room, but
Yeah.
the box office in the gym, that's where TV news
yeah,
goes.
that's TV news.
Oh, it's just you guys?
That's where we go, because that's where like you know how we
work
anchor and
it.
stuff.
Why do I feel like I feel like I heard someone be like,
It's
oh
like our
yeah, if
break
you spend
room.
a bunch of money, you can sit.
Yeah, it's in the. I think it was the
There
music
was-
rooms or something.
There was a room where there was like food
Yeah.
and like Netflix and Disney Plus.
Do you know where that was?
I don't know what. Oh, it was in one of the health rooms, I think.
Okay.
And they had like catering from the grind, and you were allowed to like.
Mr. Peterson's or whatever, right?
Pennington,
Pennington,
yeah.
Pennington, sorry, I don't take tickets.
That's alright, because we had Chick-fil-A anyway, so it's like.
Never went.
Yeah. Alright, so anything else about Marathon?
I just want to see how like they're doing it virtual, cause like
Yeah.
how are you gonna do it on Zoom or like?
Like no one's
Uh,
actually gonna want to stand alone in front of a computer
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
however many hours.
You're like, mom is gonna walk in and be like, what are you doing? It's 5 a.m. What's going on?
Just standing there like sweating, you're like, 8 more hours. You know? All right. Well, so something else that the student council is planning this year is Mr. Boyertown pageant, which will take place on Friday, May 12th in the auditorium. This annual event has senior boys competing in a variety of categories to be crowned as Mr. Boyertown. They weren't able to have it last year due to the pandemic, but is making a comeback this year. Unfortunately, they won't be able to have a live audience, but the event will be transmitted live on Bash TV YouTube channel. What do you guys think about this being held in front of without a live audience? Do you think it's going to be like
That's
the same?
stupid.
Why?
That doesn't make sense. How is there study hall in the FOD, but there's no live audience
yeah,
for
and you
Mr.
can go to like
Boyertown?
movie theaters.
Please
and stuff.
let me
Just
know.
Space them out.
Please let me know.
Space them out and keep your mask on. I would want to see it live.
Me too. I think the
Yeah.
seniors should be able to go.
Yeah.
If whoever
yeah,
runs
that's a
this,
good idea.
if you're
with that.
listening, the seniors should be able to go see Mr. Boyertown. Thank you.
I agree with
Yeah.
that.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. How are you going to let us sit in the FOD? I've never been in the FOD for study hall, so I don't know, like, if, like, there's, like, spacing, like, you need to sit, like, away from each other, or, like, if you're
I
just
don't-
all next to each other. But
I think there's like little like don't they mark them off with like X's? Does
They
anyone know?
did, but once we did the 4 days a week thing, they like completely cut that out.
They're gone now. Yeah.
There's no way that we're not breaking any violations.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be something.
So I just want to know, why can't we have a live audience when there's FOD study hall?
I mean, it might
Yeah, that is
switch
strange.
by then. We don't know.
And lunch.
You know.
I hope.
Are you guys gonna tune in to see it? On YouTube?
I would, but I would just prefer to see it in person.
Yeah,
Right.
nothing.
So do
like-
they then like try out for Mr. Boyertown, or how does it work?
People vote,
People, I
Yeah.
think that they vote
Okay.
you, right?
and then you have to like raise a bunch of money or something. But like, I feel like it, obviously, like for the audience, it might not be like as entertaining because you're not there.
Actually there, yeah.
But like, I feel like for the performers, it would also suck because like they don't have a huge crowd like laughing at their like funny acts and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
they just feel like awkward.
So then they'd like lose their energy as well. They could
Nice.
do, you know how like WWE has like fake audience, like
the fake
like,
people now.
they should do that, yeah. And then I don't know, maybe it'll be funny. It might make up for
Fill it
some of
with
the
like cardboard
energy.
cutouts.
Yeah, like in the gym.
And laugh tracks.
Yeah. They would also need like to social distance, and that would be
Yeah. I mean,
awful.
they should just hold it in the new odd. Isn't that where they
Yeah,
usually
and
hold
that's
it?
where it normally is. Why is it in the FOD now?
No, I was just saying, like,
Oh.
how is their study hall?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I was like, why is it even in
A
there?
completely smaller spot, but the new auditorium is large.
I mean, even if they like space out one per seat,
Mm-hmm.
like with seniors, because you're not gonna have every senior show up.
Mhm.
You're gonna have maybe half. 'cause
And you
gotta
don't
count
you
them
get
too.
tickets before?
Yeah.
So
Think
like
so.
they know exactly how many people will come. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just have like limited amount of tickets.
Yeah, they should have like a
And only
survey.
open it up for the seniors.
Right.
First come, first serve of only seniors. I think it makes sense.
I think maybe the one reason why they're not having it like in there is because you know how like it's supposed to take like 45 minutes for like a room to clear out or something like that.
Really.
I don't know. That's what Mr. Berner's been saying, and one of the choir directors have been saying. But like, you know how like a bunch of people in study hall and they're all like separated, and then they leave, kind of clearing out the room, and then a whole different group of people come in. Maybe it's like that tiny break where there's few people breathing, like very few people breathing. Maybe it just helps. But like if at Mr. Boyertown, it's like a few hours, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. I don't know though.
Well, who do you think should be chosen as Mr. Boyertown?
Who's in it?
I don't know.
I do. I won't say it though.
Are we not
But it's,
supposed to?
Are we
it's
doing that
already,
early?
the people are already picked.
They did?
Is it public yet?
I don't think it's public, but I have some little birdies in student council that tell me things.
Then why are we asking
Connor
who should be
O'Neill.
chosen?
I don't think it's public yet though.
Yeah, I was like, what? All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that
feel
ruins
like, yeah, we can't reference direct names. We can't even say this.
that.
What is this group?
They're
know,
celebrities. They're
that's all it's
Boyertown
worth.
celebrities, though.
Yeah, well, there will probably not be a prom this year, but will senior girls still buy dresses, and what do they plan on doing? Are any of you planning on getting a dress, and what do you think would be a good alternative for a prom?
am.
And do you think that the school should try to do something for the summer?
I'm not gonna buy a dress, but like, didn't someone or like, students' parents didn't they host something like huge in someone's backyard?
That's what I thought they were going to do, yeah.
They might have like you know that one church somewhere in Bali that like a lot of things are held.
Like,
Oh yeah, morning star.
Yeah,
so.
they might like they have a huge parking lot. They might have something there. I don't know.
right.
But yeah, they've held dances there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my one friend, she actually, her mom applied for this thing on Facebook that you could apply to Macy's to win all of these grant dresses that they didn't sell last year because of all the cancellations of prom. So I actually have like 14 prom dresses that I got all for free, so I don't even need to buy a dress. But I also don't think I'll end up wearing any of them because I don't think we'll have a prom,
Yo.
and I don't think we'll have it in the summer either.
Sell those, dude.
Yeah.
14.
That would be like so unethical of me, though.
What?
Aren't they, like,
Okay,
$300 to
what do you mean?
$400
Why do you
each?
need
Yeah, but
14?
I got them all
You'll
for
be
free
rich.
from my friend's sweet mother, and then if I
Just
just
don't
like,
tell
she could have sold them,
Don't
you know
sell
what I
all
mean?
of them. Just
Just
sell
don't
some
tell
of them.
them.
Or that, too.
Sell them. dude.
You'll
make so much
literally,
money.
they have like 1,700 prom dresses.
Chase
to
the
just-
bag.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I know.
They
my
won't even
mom-
notice that they're gone. Just sell them.
Yeah, I
Hey,
know.
keep like
but-
one or two, and then be like, oh, they're gonna be like, oh, you still have them? Yeah, these.
Like, if you never wear them, then they're kind of just sitting there for no reason.
Exactly,
Yeah,
that's
I
why I
So it's
sell.
like, might as well put them to good use.
Do you think
Sell
you'd
'em.
buy a prom dress, Victoria, not knowing if it'll happen?
If somebody like hosted like one, like a small one maybe, but I've been looking forward to prom since I was like really little, so it's a sensitive topic.
It hits
Yeah.
hard, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. If they cancel prom, they cancel
I mean,
prom.
how
I
are
mean,
like?
I'm not upset.
I mean, if I
even
see a
gonna
nice
do
deal,
that?
I'll buy the dress.
Yeah, good. I like that.
I mean, like, how are they even gonna do prom? Like, you probably don't have enough like space unless you do it like outside.
Mhm.
If somebody else had it, or if the school did
Yeah.
something in the summer, like, would you guys be interested in going?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know,
I've
maybe.
never been
How are
to any dances,
how are
so-
couples supposed to dance?
Probably not. I'd rather just work and make money.
That's
Like
true.
one
Yeah.
night,
And
though.
two. Huh?
It's like one night. What if you're not even working that night?
DoorDash. If I'm not working, it's DoorDash, dude. Make it quick buck.
Well, if you think about it, like with couples, they're like, oh, how are couples going to dance together? Well, they're together anyway.
Yeah.
You know, they're in the car. You know, they're already together, so it's not like they're going to expose each other or anything.
But like, you know how like the lunch aides are like, oh, separate, like, but like, oh, I'm their friend, but like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
our parents might not. Like, let's say
It's just
let's
like
say I have a
it's
girlfriend and I'm hanging out with her,
restriction.
but my parents don't know. And then I'll go to the school and be like, oh no, I'm with my girlfriend. It's fine. Like, we hang out all the time. And my mom sees for some reason, she could probably get them in trouble, right? Don't you think?
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
They just have to like play it on the safe side because they're dealing with the state and stuff. Like, it's not like your parents just allowing you to do stuff. It's like they're in charge of a lot more people than just like you on an individual level. So they have to play it at the safest bets, even if it means canceling prom. It happens. It happens. So, while the class of 2021 has lost a lot of events that make senior year memorable, a group of the 2021 parents on Facebook have decided to continue the Adopt a Senior program that was started last year by the class of 2020. The purpose for the Adopt a Senior is to make your senior feel special by giving them gifts, making them posters, or writing letters, or just to show any kind of act of kindness that you can afford, to hopefully make them smile considering the year that they have had and the events lost. For seniors interested, you sign up by having a parent post a few pictures of you and a short summary of who you are academically and as an individual. And for anyone who wants to get involved, you can adopt a senior by looking up Bash 2021 Adopt a Senior group on Facebook and scroll through the feed. When you find a senior you want to adopt, comment #adopted. Each senior can be adopted up to 3 times, and the rest is up to you from there. What do you guys think about this?
wait, one kid can get adopted 3 times?
Yeah.
So they go to 3 different houses in 1 week?
It's not
You
like
don't
you're actually
live
getting
there.
adopted.
Wait, what?
It's like
Dude,
it's all like a metaphor. Like you can get presents and stuff.
It's
my
like
friend,
the,
It's like Christmas,
people
you
are telling me,
don't
like,
live there.
It's like
they were
help
telling me,
an
like, oh,
orphan
you
kinda
stay in a house for 1
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
What? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's not. You're not like getting separated from your family.
Yeah, you're not actually getting adopted.
I was like, that's not safe at all. Why are these moms all organizing that? All right.
hey,
That's
I'm
not
your
legal.
son now.
No, not that.
Let me live in your basement.
Yeah.
There was a very like detailed description that I
Yeah,
missed.
she just read it.
Well, I'm not a Facebook mom.
Well, this doesn't seem like you're paying attention.
Yeah, I just
I've-
got home the other day. I saw this and I was like,
Yeah.
that's odd.
Have any of you guys signed up? Like any seniors? Are you guys
I
on
hope
there?
not.
I know some people did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
I would do it, but my mom got off of Facebook. So unless I can sign up for it myself.
Yeah,
Just
I don't
post a
know.
bunch of selfies.
but-
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on there if anyone wants to
Are you?
adopt me. But I think I'm fully adopted, so yeah, because I know once you have 3 adoptions, they turn off the comments.
Right.
Wait, you got adopted 3 times?
Yeah, I'm a
kind of
popular
stuff
gal.
did you get?
Popular gal.
So, like,
people,
what are you, when does this happen?
whenever, like it's a surprise. I got one of my presents already,
What was
and
it?
like it's like they can do it however they want. Like they can give you like one present, or they can like keep giving you presents until you graduate.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
For what?
What did I get? I mean,
Cha-ching.
my one like, I don't know what you would call them. Like my senior adopter, she got me like a coffee mug, nail polish, like wallet,
Oh, that's
like little stuff like
Nice.
that. And she told me that she was like taking the route of doing it like until the end of the year, which I was
That's
like,
really
this is
nice.
awesome. Like, I'm fine with that.
Well, looks like I'm gonna go tell my mom later tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. I mean, a lot of people are on there. If you scroll through, it's like a lot of people are doing
Yeah.
it. I think it's a good thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if my mom put me on there without me knowing.
Surprised you get like a secret admirer like type mail and then.
I'm like,
or-
Mom, where's this from? And she's like, I don't know. I'm looking around like someone's stalking me.
Would any of you guys who are underclassmen want to adopt a senior? Like, would you guys be interested in it?
We need adoptions, guys.
Probably. I didn't even know this was a thing. I mean, I don't have Facebook.
Yeah, I know. I don't either. I think it's really like a parent thing, but they said that like anyone from the district can adopt you, whether they like work there or they're like alumni or they're like anyone
Yeah.
from the district. I mean, I think it's nice. Like I saw that some like teachers were adopting people. Like one of my teachers from middle school adopted me. That's sweet. So like I've seen like that, which is nice. And I think it's like it's a nice touch. At least like that's one thing we do get, and I
Yeah.
think that's cool. And I wouldn't have thought of that personally as like a parent. So like class of 2020, they did good on that. They did good.
Can the high school teachers like adopt people? It's like
I don't
middle school?
know if that's like different territory to walk on because they're your
Same.
current
Yeah,
teachers.
it'd be kind of
Saying
funny.
that
To
is
get,
kind of
like,
awkward.
Yeah.
you just get
Can
random
a
extra
high school
credit.
teacher adopt the student?
Yeah.
That sounds like Matilda. You know how like that little girl? she got
That's a
adopted by
good
a
movie.
teacher?
Miss Honey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
It'd just be like every test, just get like a few extra credit points. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if
I
that
did
would
my
be
chores,
allowed.
Mom. Give me some points.
It's not like a president.
Imagine calling your teacher mom.
Well, I mean, we've all done that on accident in elementary school.
Yeah, who hasn't? Well, have you ever called a male teacher dad?
No, because like male teachers, they don't remind me of a dad. But like when I was in elementary school, like my elementary school female teachers, like they made me feel warm inside.
What about now?
What about now? I don't know. I don't call them mom.
Do they make you feel warm inside?
Maybe.
All right, moving on. So as of recently, GameStop shares have been rising due to their users on Reddit influencing people to buy the shares on Robinhood. Robinhood is a stock trading service. Has anyone ever used Robinhood?
Yes.
Yeah, do you like it?
Yes and no. I when Dogecoin, so I'm sure we're gonna get to that. To the moon. When I first heard about that, it was like when it first started to blow up. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna like skyrocket. Like I'm gonna buy. I was thinking about buying like $300 worth of shares. Yeah, right.
Really?
I would have made like $1,000 by now, maybe. But like it was at like 50% up from
Right.
like when it started, and it's at like 1,000 now, maybe. Isn't it?
Is
It
it?
was at 1,000, and then it started to drop.
What,
didn't it?
Dogecoin?
Yeah, dude. Like not
$1,000?
No, 1,000% like increase.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I know it's like
I don't know a lot of the
0.8%
terms, but-
of a penny or something, right?
Yeah, but I tried putting in money to Robinhood, And they're like, oh, you have to like register your bank account. This will take
Yeah,
3
you-
days. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, give me my money. Like I want to put that in there. But
I
so
had to
that's
do
why I
that
like
too.
it, but don't.
Mhm.
You did? You had
Yeah,
that?
I actually just got accepted yesterday.
I got accepted like 3 days ago.
Yeah, it was like, it usually takes 1 to 5 business days, it says, but it took me like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say it took me forever. I was
It's
so
because
mad.
it's because of this, I think.
GameStop, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because like the market, like
Uh-huh.
crashed.
And then they took down GameStop for some reason.
No, it's up again.
Yeah, I mean it's up now, but during it they took it
Yeah,
down.
they did take it down.
Didn't they take away like you could buy it but
Yeah.
you couldn't even sell it,
Mhm.
or
Something
you
like
could
that.
sell,
You
it,
could
but
sell,
you
but you
couldn't
couldn't
buy.
buy.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
pretty messed up. That's
Is it
gotta
really
be
like
illegal.
illegal to like do like manipulate the stock market like that? Like, were
Yeah.
people actually like mad about that?
I mean,
the brokers were, right?
Yeah, the brokers are.
Wait, isn't it
Or-
only illegal like if you own the company that you're trying to like?
That's
talk about?
insider trading.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh?
It's like if you know something's happening or is going to happen, and like you're inside the company, you can't say anything about
Yeah,
it.
like
Mhm.
if Elon Musk said something about SpaceX or something, like he
yeah,
couldn't
I
do
mean,
that, right?
yeah, you can't do that. But like,
But he did say something about GameStop.
no one knew that was gonna like happen until like Reddit was just like, haha, we're gonna mess up all these brokers, and
Yeah.
Right. Well, personally, I love Robinhood. I didn't even put that much money in there, and I'm already getting, it's earning. You just gotta know what to invest in. So like, or for those of you who aren't 18 yet, like, do you plan on using Robinhood or any like stockbroking, something like that?
Dude, I'm gonna get good at
Yes.
this stuff. I'm trying to go to school for finance, and Robinhood is gonna be like, I'm gonna know it from the back of my hand, dude.
Right, man.
I'm
Everyone-
hoping to make some bank.
They always tell you, adults are always saying, invest your money, and you just put it off like everything else, like they always say, you're gonna miss these days. You're like, yeah, whatever, and then you do.
I mean,
So-
I invest
risky,
my money, but I don't
Yeah.
invest it, like, I'm not doing it like that. Like, I put, like, when I turned 18, I put $5,000 into, like, an American fund.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So, like, I didn't, like, I wasn't, like, buying stocks in businesses. It's just, like, that type thing is you just put in money, and it works for all American businesses, and it just grows, and you don't touch it
Right.
till you're, like, in your 60s, and then you have, like a million point something.
Right,
Yo,
so
wait,
it's like
what?
a
You told me if I put
retirement
away
Wait.
$5,000 right now, I'll have $1 million.
Yeah, and, like, when in, like, a long time, it'll grow. Because
Yeah,
it's
it's like-
steadily
idea.
collecting interest because it's put into American business.
hmm
Does anyone know how that works when they say like?
It's like a retirement fund.
Dude, I don't know how any of this stuff works. I gotta do some research.
If you
Yeah,
if you
and
start,
then
it's
look
going
at
to
it.
lose money
Yeah,
over
dude.
And
years.
like a Rothman IRA and all that stuff.
like I'm interested in that, and it all sounds like really cool to learn about. I just haven't learned about it yet.
Did you-
Yeah, it's
So I'm going to
just-
school for
Well, you're
it.
supposed to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, we're
While
seniors, so
doing
it's
it.
kind of late.
Oh boy.
Did you take the personal finance course? Because that
Yeah,
yeah, that goes over like everything, like basically. And not like everything,
Well,
but like.
I
I mean,
took it
like-
this year. It was kind of
Yeah.
weird because I took it too.
Yeah. Yo,
We-
dude, we were in the
yeah,
same
we were in the
class.
same classes, right?
How we did- oh man,
Well,
that was a
they're
fun
di-
class though. I
That
liked
was a
it.
fun class. I think we were there different days. So
Yeah. I remember, and you had that cool setup in your house with the virtual stuff.
Yeah.
Well, now time to talk about Parler. It is a free speech social network, and that was taken down after the attacks on the Capitol on January 6th. So due to the chats held by supporters of President Trump, now Parler, however, is making a return and says that this time there will be a censorship to remove threatening or inciting content, and it will be technology and human reviewed.
I've never heard of.
I've
Parler
never heard of
before.
it either before. Right
What
now.
is
I
it?
never heard
Yeah,
of it before.
I
It's
never
different.
heard of it. I don't know. Censorship is kind of a scary word to me, but I don't know. I don't know what to really think about it. I mean, whether it's up or not, it doesn't really affect me.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Didn't go on it before. Wasn't gonna go on it after. Didn't care if it was there.
Never heard of it.
Well, I think what happened with it was there wasn't like censoring or anything on it, and a bunch of followers of Trump were talking in there, and then I think isn't that how you think the Capitol? I think they were talking about
Yeah.
that.
Did they
I mean-
organize that on Parler?
I think
Most
I don't know.
likely.
Most likely, because I know that's why would they take it down then? Because of that. So
Too bad it wasn't like an Area 51 raid. Hey, that would
probably
have been
like
awesome.
500.
Oh boy.
So yeah, anyone? No.
Didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, I found out about while writing this. So. All right. Well, this week the U.S. surpassed 500,000 deaths from COVID-19, and vaccines are proving to be hard to get in PA. Do any of you know anyone that tried to get the vaccine and were unable to?
I know people who already got like 2 shots.
Yeah, I already know people
I do
who
too.
got shots.
Dude, working at Target gave me the benefit. They're like getting us the vaccine.
Really?
And they're
Nice.
paying us for 2 hours per vaccine.
Really?
And they're paying us for the Lyft drive to the vaccine and back.
Dang.
You guys are hiring,
We
right?
are
Yeah, you guys are hiring.
privileged.
You guys are?
Does Party City do that?
We got a $200 bonus for working during COVID, another one, and then a $500 one like 2 weeks ago.
So
Yeah.
like,
Jeez.
better apply.
I need
Dude,
to work
Why
at
did you
Target.
get not accept anyone?
I'm about to
Dude.
become a slave to the corporation. Like
Retail's
I'm
where
done with
it's at.
small business.
Retail
I don't
is
get,
not
I
where
don't
it's
get
at.
raises
I'm
and
done
like
with fast food,
bonuses
though.
at all.
I got a place where you can work, Connor. If you're done with fast food.
Party City?
Yeah, you know how to
I'm
tie
good.
balloons.
I'm good. I'm not a big party guy.
You can learn how to.
Speaking of fast food, though, there is some exciting news for the fans of Wawa. They are rolling out their new dinner menu at many of their stores, which includes burgers, fries, and pasta bowls. Has anyone tried these new offerings?
Ew, I feel like the burgers are gonna be gross.
They're
They're
not.
actually
I like
really
the
good.
burgers.
They're not. They
Yeah, they're
very
pretty good.
Wait, they're already
give
out?
me, like
Yeah.
school wrestling match energy.
Oh, okay.
Like in a good way. In a good way. Like when I was younger, my brother used to wrestle, and I would be at like junior high west on Saturdays all day, and you'd go to the snack stand and you'd get a hamburger, and it was good in like a weird way. Yeah, that's
Like good, like it
No.
tastes like it'd be horrible for you.
no.
but it tastes good.
It's like you don't expect it to be good because it's like from a wrestling match, but it's pretty good. It's the same thing at Wawa.
Dude,
Yeah,
they're gonna
it's-
have to
it's
like
enjoyable.
add
Yeah.
on to like Wawa's, don't you think? Because like that's like another huge grill with I don't know, like they have like the stuff that you can just pick up and put on a sandwich,
Yeah.
but like they gotta add stuff now, don't you think?
I think they have like
I'm-
stations
Well,
for each
dude,
thing.
Yeah.
They already
Clearly
started
have
doing it,
it.
and they're not
Yeah.
like adding on anything. So I think they just figured out a way to do it.
Yeah.
Just puts it in with like the toast
That's
with the
not
buns.
even all like the new stuff. Like they have like quinoa Mediterranean bowls now, brisket now.
Quinoa?
Yeah,
Wawa's
quinoa.
becoming big,
They
man.
have gyros now. That's how I
What?
say it. Don't
Invest.
come at me.
Arby's?
I say gyro. I don't say gyro.
Invest in Wawa. We're gonna blow
Wawa
up.
to the moon.
And if
He's
you
got a
work for
point.
Wawa, they give you free stock. That's part of their benefits.
Like free
Wow.
food
If-
stuff?
no, yeah, if
Stock,
you
like
work for
stock
them.
market.
Yeah.
Wait, if you
yeah.
work at
You get a
Wawa?
free
Wait,
share.
really? If you work?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Well,
Yeah.
it looks like I'm applying there then.
You do
Wawa's
get-
like
you get
becoming the
shares
new
there.
Chick-fil-A.
I like Wawa. I
Dude,
think it's
Chick-fil-A's.
Are you guys gonna try this hamburger thing or
I mean,
cheeseburger?
probably.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yo, wait, actually, how much is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wawa can get kind of pricey sometimes.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
if you're getting a burger and
No, it's like
fries,
That's a
oddly
real low.
cheap.
10
It's
bucks.
no.
it's not as
like
It's probably
expensive
like
as the
$4.
brisket
It's
is. It's
$7.
not.
Probably like $3-4
for the
right?
burger and fries.
Yes, the fries are only $1.
Huh.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Did you get a good amount? Wait, $1? Dude, that's sick. What
It's
if you're
like nacho
I want
fries.
fries.
And yeah, you can get like cheese sauce with it if you want that for like 50 more cents.
I'm not too big a fan of cheese one, but that sounds pretty cool. They gotta be good though, like crispy.
Yeah.
They're not bad. They're good. I mean, yeah.
You had them?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
they're good. All right.
I give
What,
it like a
could you
good
compare
review.
them to? Like other fast food things that they're similar
man, what's
to?
a full
Maybe
review?
it's like Burger King fries with like a spice on it.
So it's like
What kind of spice?
Yeah.
It's Wawa food.
I don't
Come
know.
on.
so it's like
like
Taco
a-
Bell's fries.
Yeah.
I've
I
never
get-
had.
Yeah, the nacho fries.
I
nacho
never had
fries
them
are
either,
so
but they
good.
look like that. They look like them.
Yo, don't judge a book by its cover. They could taste horrible.
They could taste good.
I mean,
But I mean, it's Wawa. Their stuff usually tastes
Yeah, you're right.
Well, in other news, Wawa or other Wawa news, Wawa opened their first drive-through store in Pennsylvania on January 8th. That is awesome. The new store, which offers drive-through service and curbside pickup only, is located in Morrisville and is one of only 2 drive-through locations in the tri-state area. So, what do you think about having a drive-through Wawa?
I think that's
pretty
weird.
Oh my
yeah, that's
Is that
pretty
new?
It's
Really
weird,
weird, but
but
it's-
I don't
it's
like
great.
Because Wawa is like one of those things where you really customize your order, and like I'm one of those people. If I'm getting a Wawa hoagie, I'm putting like every vegetable on it. So that's
Right.
like I would hate to be the drive-through worker, and I would hate to be the person in the drive-through being like this, then that, then this, then
Well, if it's
extra
just, like,
of this,
pickup.
then a little bit of this. Well, yeah, I think that's what it would be best for like
Yeah.
mobile orders.
But like, you could be waiting in Wawa for like 20 minutes if it's busy. Like, how are they gonna keep that drive-through moving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
don't
like
know.
Wawa has so much that
Yeah.
isn't on its like touchscreen menu. So like their menu would be like too
Huge.
much to like the drive-through people reading it. Like it would be too much.
And like, I
Yeah,
don't know about
the-
you guys, but when I go to a drive-through, I never like read the screen to see what they have. I just kind of like know in my head like this is what I. But like,
Yeah, I
Wawa's
like
gonna
that.
have so much, and I feel like it's just gonna take forever.
It's
Yeah,
almost
and-
like it's not Wawa.
Do you
Yep.
think
Yeah.
maybe they'd have like a touch screen at the
I don't know.
drive-thru?
That would probably be the best way to
I
do
feel like
it.
that wouldn't
yeah.
be as. How are they getting like the Wawa touch? Like, how is that safe? Like, there's
What do you mean?
It isn't.
hundreds
There's-
of people go through Wawa
There's
every.
wipes next to him.
Oh, okay.
It
Not
seems like someone
everybody
has
uses
it.
them, but they're there.
I don't use them.
You don't
Never mind.
Do you guys think it would be a better idea for them to do a pickup instead? You know,
They already
order a
have that.
pickup?
They do have that,
Oh, I
but
didn't know
think,
that.
but you go in the store. So
Okay.
maybe like a drive-through pickup. I mean, I don't know.
I think they do have curbside pickup though, because like the last few times I've been there, the like, I don't know what they're called. The things like you park right in front of, they have like numbers on them.
Oh yeah.
And like whenever I like do an order like on the app, I think there's an option for like pickup or curbside.
Yeah,
so
Walmart does that.
basically, Wawa, this is a useless addition. Is that what we agree on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna feel like Wawa then if you're going through a drive-through. Why don't
Yeah.
you have to?
I
like,
mean, I don't hate it. You know, I mean, I'll probably use it once or twice.
Seeing that honestly kind of scares me because like everything is becoming contactless nowadays, and like I have a great feeling that movie theaters are gonna start dying, and then like
Yeah, that
say
makes
that.
me sad.
Don't
and
say
it's
that.
literally gonna turn into a world like Wall-E.
Wait,
Everyone's gonna be fat, floating around, probably watching a movie on a screen because like everything's right in front of you now. It's all just on your phone or something. like-
Everything's gonna be in shakes.
Did you guys
know?
see like the like Amazon grocery stores that
Oh,
there's like
gosh.
no workers in there, and if you like put something in your cart, it automatically scans it, and then you like put your credit card in the cart and you walk out, and that's it.
What?
Like there's
really?
no there's no
But
registers
was there a
or
credit card
anything.
reader on the card or
Yeah,
on the cart?
on the cart. It's like built in, and you can like anything you put in the cart, it like detects it and scans it. Anything you take out, it knows you took it out.
what happens if you pay in cash?
That's an
Or try to
expensive
pay.
card.
I don't
screwed.
know.
You just put something in your pocket.
Artificial
I
intelligence
think they
has
can,
gone
like,
too far.
It also does it by like
Come
That is
putting into
crazy.
it.
so like you can't steal and not put it in your cart. Like even if you put it in your pocket.
But
it
there
knows.
has to be workers that are restocking though. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
Maybe just
know.
like not when other people are in there, but that's like weird. That's like an entity. Like that's weird.
Does anyone else get freaked out whenever they see like the giant robot? You know, the
Yeah,
one in
Marty.
Giants. It's so weird.
There's a robot. Oh,
see the one at
cleaning thing?
Walmart?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love Marty.
The one at Walmart, like they're not even trying to disguise it. It's just like a giant like tractor thing. No, it's like long ways. It's like the size of a tractor too.
It's so creepy, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, well, it's coming the moment in the show where we always have our unpopular opinion for insight, and this month's unpopular opinion is the marshmallows and Lucky Charms are gross.
They are not gross.
Yeah, that's like
Two-
the
Yeah,
most
they're not
unpopular opinion.
Those
I've
are the
ever
best
heard.
part of Lucky Charms. I
Throw
don't
the-
care what
whatever
you
the
say.
other things in there, throw those away. They're
Two-
not good.
Yeah.
To an
The one with
extent.
The marshmallows.
To an extent, they are. Like if you eat too many, I'm just like I'm not eating
I
this
don't-
They're
anymore.
Yeah,
just
you feel like you're gonna
dehydrated
throw
and
up.
I never
colored,
had
but
that
they're
problem.
amazing. That's what it is. It's
They're
dehydrated marshmallows.
I don't eat cereal, so I don't know.
There's like
Especially
another
that, it smells gross.
off-brand cereal called Mallow Oats.
I think I
So
heard
like
of
I'm
that.
like allergic to like red dye, so like I don't really eat that like normal stuff. So my mom buys a special stuff for her special son. But like it's like the marshmallows are like they're also dehydrated, but they're 100 times better. Like I never had Lucky Charms, but like they kind of look gross.
Right.
But these look good and they are good. So like maybe they are bad if you've never tried these.
Right. I've had the marshmallows. I know they're very dry. and,
They're
like,
good. Like I don't
They-
know what
they
else
leave you,
to
like-
say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Don't
like
judge a book by its cover.
No, they're good, and I can't believe I'm hearing like slander on it. Like because I thought I literally was like, no one's going to agree that they're gross. Like I was so
Yeah.
confident.
I mean, if I eat too many, I'm not gonna eat it for the rest of
I feel like if you-
for 3 months.
Like that's, at least my opinion. That the taste is just like too much.
Yeah, I know.
It
They're
doesn't-
kind of gross
it doesn't-
sometimes.
yeah.
I like
I
them.
don't
I
know.
thoroughly enjoy them. I don't like eat Lucky Charms like ever, but if I do, I'm not going to eat Lucky Charms. I'm just picking out the marshmallows.
You just eat the marshmallows.
Yeah.
Connor, what
Okay.
kind of breakfast foods do you eat other than
I
cereal?
eat Pop Tarts, dude. For like 8 years, I've had
Pop-Tarts
Pop-Tarts
are
are
good.
good.
have so
swear
many
to God.
Pop-Tarts at once.
Pop Tarts are good.
Pop Tarts are delicious.
I love them.
So yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say like, if you pick them out, then all the rest of the cereal is just left, and that part of the cereal is not that great. So if you just like eat it regularly, it's not that bad.
That reminds me of my sister. She like, you know the Oreos and you take out the cream and just eat the cream?
Yeah.
You leave like the crappy cookie parts? Like that's like doing the exact same thing. It ruins it.
Yeah.
Because you have a great time eating the good stuff, but then all the bad stuff is there. It's like Pop-Tarts. Like you should eat
Yeah.
the corners, get the bad stuff first, and then eat the good stuff. It's like
You
unlimited
should
goodness.
pop the Pop Tarts. You should cook them in a toaster.
I never
but
do that.
that's-
I have
No one
raw.
does.
Eat them
That's another
Yeah,
unpopular
raw.
opinion.
Raw Pop Tarts.
Oh, ew.
I agree.
All right, well, that's all we have time for on this episode of Insight.
Be sure to tune in next month.
All right, we'll see you then.